Who is Andrew Tate?
And this is the reason why I have not tried to dispel these myths as hard as I could have, because I understood that these people are always going to hate me, and they're always going to lie about me, no matter what I say or do.
Social media just explodes information. I don't know if you heard the news, but I'm going to be talking about why Andrew Tate got banned, bullet, and he just snapped. And he turned around and hit this bully in the head.
I said, yeah. I said, yeah. I said, yeah.
Yes, sir. Wagwan, my people. It's your boy. Grow with Rejoice. Grow your mindset. My brothers don't need sushi. No, sir. So in today's video, I don't know if you heard the news, but I'm going to be talking about why Andrew Tate got banned. I'm going to be telling you why, and I'm also going to be playing a reaction video about his story, you know, his side of the story, all of that. So before we get on to who Andrew Tate is and why was he banned, make sure you press the like button. Press the like button, comment in the section below. If you are a new person to my channel, subscribe, and if you are already subscribed, welcome back to the channel. Like this video because that motivates me to post more videos like this. Okay, so without further ado, who is Andrew Tate? Andrew Tate is an American-British internet personality. He's 35 years old and he was born in 1986. He was born in Chicago. And yeah, he mostly got his so he has a career in boxing. That's where he makes most of his money, in kickboxing career, and he teaches courses and seminars and teachings online. So Facebook decided to ban him. Here it says on the internet, Andrew Tate's misogynistic commentary on social media has resulted in Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok banning him from all their platforms. I see. So these social media all have something in common. They all have some policy you have to agree with.
Is it really a conspiracy if this is now the third, fourth, fifth time where someone is removed from all of the digital town squares in one weekend? I mean, it used to be, hey, there's a meeting with the Bilderbergs and the Rockefellers, and people would say, well, that's conspiratorial. Well, hold on a second. Alex Jones, Donald Trump, sitting president at the time, and now Andrew Tate, removed from everything. You're talking about TikTok, you're talking about Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Apple with Alex Jones. Of course there was a conference call. Of course there was communication that took place. That's the scary part, is they can all collude together. They've done it time and time again, and they're doing it out in the open.
Crazy. I mean, you have to behave basically, and apparently Andrew Tate has not behaved. He's been a bad boy. He's been a bad boy. So they banned him from all social medias, officially today, because a couple of weeks ago it was just Twitter and Facebook, but now he's been banned from everything, all social medias. So let's get into the video. So I'm gonna be skipping, because this is gonna be a summary, because this video is like 1 hour and 13 minutes, but I'm gonna cut it short. So I'm gonna start 3 minutes, actually 4 minutes in the video, and I'm actually gonna tell you what he said already. So before this, he said that his dad was he had a really tough dad. Okay, so he had bullies in the school, and he asked his dad for help, and his dad told him not to go. To be a man, you don't have to go to anybody for help. You have to help yourself. So he took his dad's advice, and he actually, I don't know. Okay, he took his dad's advice. His dad said, with the lunchbox you go to with school, hit that bully. And that's exactly what it did. It wasn't a lunchbox like this specifically. It was a Batman lunchbox. I think it was black. A black Batman lunchbox. So that's what he did in the bus. That he got tired of getting bullied, and he just snapped. And he turned around and hit this bully in the head I think he smashed his eye or something. And then he ran out of the bus and ran back home. And yeah, his dad smiled and bought him a new Batman lunchbox. Dad was so proud of him, but afterwards he never saw that kid again from school. And now here we are. Let me continue.
But I never saw that child again. So even from a very, very young age, I was taught that going to authority and crying and hoping someone else is going to fix your problems is not the way a man should conduct himself. When I left Chicago, I moved to Luton, England, which was multiple times voted the worst town in England. It's a high crime rate. It's a very bad area. My mother and father broke up, so I was in a single mother household. And now I'm a person of color in a single mother household. I'm also the only American at the time in Luton. And I had, again, repeat problems in school. I was picked on for being the only American. I was picked on for not knowing things I should have known because I hadn't been through the English educational system. I'd been through the American educational system. And I had trouble in school again, but I stuck up for myself. Unfortunately, nothing got violent at any point. But when people made fun of me, I stood up and said, listen, don't make fun.
See, he stood up for himself. Okay, that's what his dad taught him, to stand up for himself. And clearly his dad didn't feed him sushi. He ate chicken in his household. My brothers don't eat sushi, you get me?
I'm from a different place and I talk differently. And I always understood that standing up for yourself, I never went to the teacher, I never cried to anybody else. I just stood up for myself. And over time, people learned respect for me and my boundaries, and they were very respectful of me. And I had a very positive experience from then on out in school by simply standing up for myself, because this is how I was taught to act. In high school, I ended up having a reputation of a guy that nobody really messed with. I certainly wasn't a bully, absolutely the opposite, but no one really picked on me. I actually had a friend in school who was gay. I had 5 main friends in school, and I was also friends with a gay guy. And he would make fun of me for being American, and I would make fun of him for being gay back then. But the world was a very, very different place. This is many, many years ago. And we had friendly banter back and forth, but we were very good friends, and I stuck up for him and prevented anyone else picking on him all of the time. And the banter between us, the locker room talk, which would be considered absolutely unacceptable today, at the time was very, very normal. And we had a great time. We were good friends. And I heard from him, actually, after this ban. And he said, you should mention the fact that the things they say about you completely aren't true. And this leads me on to the reason I believe these narratives have managed to gain such a foothold in popular consciousness. Due to the fact that...
And before he continues, I just want to add to the fact that social media... excuse me. Social media is a really bad place. You've all heard the saying, bad news spreads faster than good news. Rumors spread quickly. Like it's mad. And I'm not even going to talk about the coronavirus. Joke, man. Joke, people, man. Where's it now? Where's Corona now? Yeah, that's what I thought. Social media just explodes information in your face. So most of it are lies, I'm not going to lie. But yeah, let's continue watching the video.
I've managed to develop an iron mind because I'm probably the only individual on earth who can be vilified to this level without taking personal insult and without being emotionally affected. What I've done is I've allowed certain narratives to gain traction, which I shouldn't have allowed to gain traction, because they didn't personally bother me, because I know they are false. I live with a very, very pure heart. I'm a religious man. I go to church, and anyone who follows me in detail knows I donate huge sums of money to the church. And as long as I knew the truth of my heart, and God knew the truth of my heart, I wasn't interested in lies being purported. I now understand that that's wrong, because even though I've done nothing wrong, even though it doesn't emotionally affect me, even though God and myself know my innocence, the public consciousness has been polluted to a point where narratives are being purported which are absolutely and utterly false. And it's having a genuine negative impact on the people who I care about and the people who care about me. And despite the fact it doesn't emotionally affect me, as a man, I have a duty to protect all of those I love. And for this reason, these narratives have started to become very, very harmful. I was under understanding that on the internet, people don't like you. It doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter what you say. There's going to be some people who don't like you, and the people who don't like you are not interested in the truth. What they are interested in is finding some lie that they can latch onto and accelerating that lie on as much as possible via their platforms to try and paint a negative picture of you because they don't like you. A lot of these attacks against me are disguised under the virtue of caring about women. But none of these people who are attacking me care about women. None of them donate to women's charities. None of them donate to charity like I do. None of them help anybody like I do. I'm about to show, later on in this video, proof of the massive work I do for helping people. They don't help anybody. All they do is just attack me and use fake virtue, the fact they pretend to care, as a reason to attack somebody who they personally don't like. And it's very, very different to actually care about an issue or weaponize an issue and pretend to care to try and damage someone else's life. These are very, very different things. And this is the reason why I have not tried to dispel these myths as hard as I could have, because I understood that these people are always going to hate me and they're always going to lie about me, no matter what I say or do. But considering in light of the final...
Listen, haters gonna hate, man. Haters gonna hate. Let the haters hate. Damn haters.
ban, and considering I have the public consciousness, I think it's extremely important that for myself and for my family and for people I care about, that I tell the truth and I make the truth known to the world, because that is the only intention in my video, is to sit and tell the truth. And the fact that I'm a very, very iron-minded individual who is not negatively affected by these smear campaigns is not reason enough for me not to sit, take time, and dispel all the negative things which are said about me. I am fully aware that not everybody is going to agree with what I say. I don't think there's a person on the planet you can find who has a 100% approval rate. There's always going to be somebody who disagrees with what you say. If I said the earth was round, there would be a contingent of individuals on the planet who disagree with me. I have no problem with people disagreeing with me. I have no problem with being seen as controversial for some of the things I've said. However, I do have two significant problems I would like to address. The first is I do not like absolute and utter lies being told about me. I do not like having long-form video of me cut up, elements taken out of context, the tonality of the joke removed, and purporting an image of me that is not true. That's something I do not like.
Yo, literally, that's literally what they did to Kanye West. Yeah. If I find that clip, I'm gonna play it. But that's what they did with Kanye West in his interview with this other guy. I haven't forgot the guy's name.
How much does the earth cost? I'm gonna buy the entire earth and be king.
What would you do if you were the leader of the free world?
I'm gonna take the smartest people on the planet and make them work on mechanical bees. You know, everyone making negative comments, the bees go get them.
Like, what? I lost you there. Explain that. What do you mean by that?
I've envisioned and will manifest mechanical bees.
So my question is, what is wrong with you?
That clip went viral on TikTok and Instagram, which was mad. It was very disrespectful, to be fair. Yeah.
I do not like false accusations of criminal activity. That's another thing that I really do not like. I am totally aware that not everybody is going to like me. I have no problems with that. I think anyone who decides to get big on the internet needs to be very, very prepared for a contingent of people to not be happy with what they say. I could make a YouTube channel dedicated to the fact that I believe the world is round, and there would be a large or semi-large proportion of people who would disagree with me. I don't think there's a single creator online that has a 100% approval rate. I have a lot of people who love what I say. I have a lot of fans. A lot of people are dedicated to my channel, and I have a lot of positivity online.
That's me.
And I have a small contingent of people who are very, very offended by what I say. We often talk about, in the modern world, the inclusivity of different cultures, different ways of life, different sexual orientations, and how we need to be tolerant and understanding of all these different people's life paths, and by extension, their different ways of viewing the world. I'm a unique individual, as is everybody else, and I have a unique life path that has led me to unique points of view. I think that all of the people who disagree with me are very, very welcome to disagree with me because they have had a unique life path and a different point of view, and I respect that, absolutely. I would never shout for any of the people who disagree with anything I say to be silenced or canceled, because I don't think that helps the world. I think that discourse is always going to be the way that we lead ourselves to the truth. And if anybody has anything contrary to say about any of my points of view, I welcome it. I like to hear it. And as long as it's in a respectful and adult manner, I often platform it on my platforms as much as possible so I can sit.
Wait, I didn't know he went on a dating talk. Yo, I gotta watch this video right here, man. I'm not gonna lie. I would be interested in watching that video. Standout TV.
And discuss. And I can learn things. Because if I have a point of view and someone challenges it in a very adult, correct, logical way, very often I have changed my point of view. And this has been really, really good for me as a person to grow and for the audience to grow. And I know I've changed many other people's minds when they've come to debate with me. And this is the beauty of being human. So I have no problem with being disliked. I do have a problem with a few things. I have a problem with long format things I've said being taken out of context, taking a small clip from a 2-hour piece of video, then with careful editing, removing of tonality, and changing my intention behind the words, painting me to be a criminal or a bad person when I am not. I do have a problem with false criminal accusations when I do not have a criminal record, and I have never had a criminal record in any country on the planet. I do have a problem with this. And also I have a problem with the fact that social media has changed so much in modern times. A lot of the things I said that are being used against me were said 5 or 6 years ago in long format video. And as of late, with TikTok, with YouTube Shorts, with Instagram Reels, it's very, very easy to take 2 hours of video, snip out 10 seconds, edit it up quickly on a phone app, and then blow it up to millions and millions of views with all context removed, all tonality removed, and makes it look like I'm saying things I did not say or I mean things I did not mean. And this is something that I can't control. I became the most Googled man on the planet, and to a degree I'm a victim of my own success because now people are trying to find any little clip of anything I've ever said, remove all the tonality, and just blow it up to try and get views to be as controversial as possible. I understand why they're doing that. They're doing that because they want the views for themselves, but they're not taking into consideration how that affects me and my personal image as a whole. And I think the things I've just highlighted has now culminated in the media believing something about me which is so pertinently false, based on videos that I have never even made, purported and accelerated and advertised by people who I don't even know, with such a small piece of video from me, with all context removed, that I've now become the #1 villain of Earth, and I truly believe that's unjust. And I want to discuss that here and prove to the world in my final message that I am not any of the things I've been accused of. Regardless of whether I am banned, reinstated, remain on social media, is completely beside the point. This is just a matter of clearing the air while I have the national consciousness. I was massively a victim of my own success. I decided to accelerate my public persona and presence about 6 months ago. And I was massively successful. I became the most Googled man on the planet. I am, by the metrics of the internet, the most famous individual who is currently alive in the world today.
Cool.
That comes with a bunch of advantages and disadvantages. We can go into those at depth. The disadvantages are safety aspects, safety concerns, which we're going to talk about a bit later. I've had serious threats on my life. I receive over 5,000 death threats per day. So do people who I love and people I care about. They also receive death threats. The social media companies have yet to take any action against this. They were uninterested in trying to police this in any form. The advantages are, of course, is that I have a massive effect on people. And I have had thousands of emails from men saying, you've saved me from depression. You've saved me from suicide. You helped me so much. The #1 video on my YouTube channel, my pinned video, has been for over a year. Mind hacks, how to beat depression, how to feel better as a man.
Sitting there believing that depression is some monster from the sky that strikes your brain and now you have no control over it and you must take pills every day is the absolute enemy to a G mindset. I don't give a fuck how depressing my situation. The only person who can change it is me. The only person who can change how I feel about my situation or try and affect the situation directly is me. Even if you put me in a situation I can't change, if you put me in jail and I'm depressed because I'm in jail, I still refuse to succumb to depression. I refuse to collapse mentally and give up. I know the only person who can control my mind is me. Nobody's coming to save me.
As a man who's been through such a difficult life, I think I have a very intimate understanding of difficulty and how to grow as a man and how to become the kind of man that can handle a difficult life, because this has been my life path. This is what God chose for me. And this is what I've been teaching. And I have affected positively millions of people. And I'm immensely proud of that. I truly am. However, people couldn't stop talking about me. And when people were talking about me, they weren't doing it out of love for me. They weren't doing it because they cared about me. The main reason people were talking about me so extensively is because they cared about their own channels, their own views. They wanted their own clicks. And they understood that if they can make a YouTube video purporting a lie about me or saying bad things about me, it's more likely to get clicked. It's more likely to get watched. It's more likely to get shared. Expose, Andrew Tate is this. Expose, Andrew Tate is that. And what's happened is people, through their own selfish desires of trying to...
Yeah, enough about selfish desires and all that. This video is long, I'm not gonna lie. I don't want to keep you guys here the whole day. I'm just gonna skip through in the middle, and then after this I'm gonna skip through the middle of for about 3 minutes, and then I'm gonna read the comments in the YouTube video of this section.
And using social media platforms to purport negative views of women. And it doesn't matter if it's a negative view of a woman, negative view of men, negative view of a sexuality. It doesn't matter what it is. It should be stopped. I agree with that. And Instagram or Meta have a responsibility to show that they are listening to the public. They want to show that they are listening. I have some good people on the case, and dialogue with Instagram I would like to open, and will proceed as God sees fit. If God believes that I do not need an Instagram page, then I will not have one. If God believes that I do, then I shall. This is not just about Instagram. This is just me saying to Instagram that I totally understand. I just wanted to make it clear that I didn't want these things to be said. That clip of the cleaning and me being taken out of context has no benefit for me. Everyone dislikes me on the internet. Certain people watch it and know it's not true. The ones who've watched the longer format stuff of my videos,
I don't know if he
and
played
they're
the
fans
clip.
of mine. Fine.
I don't know if he played the clip, but I'm gonna see if he played the clip or not.
And no matter how positive my message about women, if the intention is to try and make me look bad, even with a clip like that, they found a way to make me look bad. That's the scary thing. Has been taken, that cut of my language, men do certain things, women do certain things. Somebody, I have no idea who, has made a TikTok where it says men do certain things, and it shows videos of me driving around in cars, spending money, and women do certain things, and it shows women cleaning. Women do certain things, and men do certain things. Somebody off their own back, somebody else has made that video. I didn't tell them to. I don't know who they are. I don't know what their account is. It's just viral on the internet somewhere. And now I look like...
Yeah, that's just completely wrong. That's just switching up what he said and like putting it into the wrong context. That's so wrong. I'm not gonna lie. Let's go to the last 5 minutes of the video. If you guys want to watch the full video by yourselves, you can go ahead and do that. But I'm just gonna skim through it, and then right after this video has ended, the last 5 minutes or so, I'm gonna go ahead and read the comment section for you guys.
I truly pray for you all. I think that to be a person filled with so much hate that you think making videos insulting a man and encouraging your viewers to go and insult him and his deceased father and his family members, I think that is a horrible way to live. I would never want to experience that level of hate in my heart. The people who are making endless videos celebrating my ban or talking hate about me, that hate is never going to satisfy you. You need to learn to let go and live with a heart filled with love. You need to be content with yourself, because if you're obsessed with trying to hate on another person, the poison's inside of you. It's not inside of me. It doesn't affect me as much as it affects you. You can't feel hatred for somebody without it affecting your mood. So this is something for you guys to address, and I genuinely pray for you. I have no ill will against any of my haters. I have no ill will against any social media companies. I have no ill will against anybody. To follow me and keep up with me, please sign up to the newsletter on CobraTake.com. Anybody who would like to send me a message of support, I've already had hundreds of thousands already. Thank you guys so much. It's very reassuring to me in times like this to hear from all of you, letting me know that I saved you from depression, that I helped you feel better about yourselves. I'm the reason your marriage is working. I inspired you to send your son to the gym. I love hearing these things. And you can send me an email at the email address below, tate@CobraTake.com. Please send it to me. I really love hearing these things. And knowing I had such a positive impact on the world is what's allowed me to ignore so much of this hate storm that's been purported. My social media presence is something that, if it remains, will be curated in a way that it's nearly impossible to be seen as a negative for the world. I'm a force for positivity and I'm a force for truth. This is the truth of my nature and the truth of my name. Anybody who wants comment or to reach out to me, you can find ways to do that. Any media organizations who would like to speak to me, you can do that through, there's various PR companies who want to represent me. There'll be ways of contacting me. But I just want the world to know, in my final statement, that if you're a supporter of mine, and I know most of you are, please explain the truth in a respectful manner. Telling these hate-filled people that they're wrong and calling them names won't help. These people are not happy people, because happy people don't act that way. Tell them the truth. Show them that the content is out of context. Show them the long format content. Say all the ways I've helped you. And I really believe by being a genuinely professional, logical, positive person, you guys can change public consciousness for me. And time is a beautiful thing. It's amazing how things change with time. And in the meantime, I'm going to enjoy my fantastic life, which I've managed to build with all of the tenacity and mental strength that I try and teach my fans. You know how to reach me. And I'll finish with a quote from my late father. My unmatched perspicacity, coupled with sheer indefatigability, makes me a feared opponent in any realm of human endeavor.
Now I'm going to read you the comments on this video. This video was actually posted on a YouTube channel called Tate Money Matrix. Yeah. So yeah, let's go through the comment section, what people in the comments are saying. So here's comment number 1. Young Lancy, y'all didn't understand the message he's saying, that just like his dad told him, deal with it yourself. That's the same way we should. He helped us show us the right way, and now it's our turn. I just want to say this. When I first started watching him, I was thinking, this guy is stupid. As I started understanding the logic behind it, I understood everything clearly. I've been watching self-improvement videos long before, but Andrew Tate was and is a different kind of beast. He just brought that rawness that was missing. He taught me not to feel sorry for myself. He showed me a lot of ways to overcome my fears, and definitely showed me if I'm doing something to be the best at it. Thanks for everything, brother. It was inevitable. They were going to get you sooner or later. Yeah, not even gonna go read more. And comment from whatever. Andrew Tate is a positively inspirational and motivating person. Okay, let's go on. Comment from Settings 66. So sad to see him go. He was the only person that triggered the whole weak side of the internet. So basically what Settings 66 is saying, Andrew Tate triggered all of the snowflakes on social media. He triggered all of them. So basically, yeah, that's what he said. Okay, so Car Culture 68 says, you helped me overcome so many obstacles and motivated me to do better. I got a promotion from my job and now I'm in the works of starting a business and getting back to boxing. I couldn't have done it without you. You're inspirational and never been happier. For that, I'm forever grateful. Wish the haters can see all the good he has done. Hashtag Top G for life, 100. Okay. And now from a comment of Richie N. He says, with the way this guy is being treated, it's hard to believe Kevin Samuels passed on naturally. I don't know how Kevin Samuels passed on. Let's read a comment. Okay, now I have no internet. I have no internet on this thing, so. Okay. Comment from T Jr. says, thank you, Top G. Your legacy will never die. We will carry it on to the next generations. Coming from Arman. Coming from Arman. You know he's your idol when you support him under any circumstances and deeply understand him from the bottom of your heart. Okay, the last comment I'm gonna read from Sean Michael McCatty, whatever his surname is. My life has been getting better since I found Tate. I know he means well. He's misunderstood and taken out of context. Thank you, Tate. Please don't leave. Guys, so that's all the comments I'm going to be reading. And yeah, go check out the long video on this YouTube channel. Tate Money Matrix, Andrew Tate's final message. Go check it out. And yeah, I've been Rejoice Migisha. Grow with Rejoice. Like, subscribe, comment, share this video. This is a short summary of what Andrew Tate said and what his supporters are saying in the comment section. And yeah, like this video. Good. I will be posting more videos like this. And love. Peace.
Fantastic. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and share. And I've heard rumors if you don't do all those things, your breath probably stinks. But anyway, peace.